Hi, everyone. My name is Amra Dorjbayar. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Wobby. And Wobby really started as a project to help my own problem. If you can go to the next slide, you will understand what I mean. This was me 2 years ago. I was a data journalist racing against tight deadlines. I usually have 39 tabs open or even more. I was lost in a maze of a lot of these government data portals, copying, pasting data into a spreadsheet and cleaning data row per row, really unscalable, very slow work. And so I thought, I had to solve it. First for myself, but then I saw that we solved it for a lot of other people and a lot of journalists. So what has become Wobby today? Wobby is an all-in-one AI workspace for researching, analyzing, and creating factual information. I could tell you all about it, or I could just show you how it works. So in this next slide, you will see a video. You can click on it. So let's say I open Wobby and I'm creating an article about gender equality in national parliament. And I say, write an intro for an article about gender equality in national parliament. And I can set the tone of voice. And I can actually also look at the sources, which is one of the most important things, that everything that we generate are actually sourced. And I can ask it to make it shorter or use shortcuts to make it short. Okay, this looks like a nice introduction, but now I want to make it stronger with more factual data. So I looked for percentage of women. You can play again. I think it's paused somehow. If you please go back to the video and a bit in the middle. Yes, so I'm looking for gender equality in national parliaments, and I found a data set, and I say create a bar chart of the percentage of women in national parliaments in EU countries based on the most recent data. And it will pull out the data and it will generate a bar chart. I can sort it, and once I've done that, I can immediately add it into my document. And now I say, can you write a summary of this chart and add that into my document. So here I see actually, if I just highlight the countries, that Hungary has apparently the lowest percentage of representation of women in the parliament. So I asked the question, why does Hungary have the lowest representation of women in national parliaments? And it will again do some research and find some papers which I can use. There are some really interesting positions on why it's that the case. And I want to go more in depth on Hungary. So I asked, show me the evolution of the percentage of women in national parliaments of Hungary. And I get this chart, and I can add this into my research document. And later I can use all this information to create a really well-sourced article. So Wobby was really designed in the way of how journalists actually think and work. And we've set 3 different waves of how we will use AI to really improve the process of journalism and other types of knowledge work. The first wave, which we are in and we're just at the end of, whatever that journalists do, just make it faster, easier, and more efficient so that they can do more and better journalism. The second wave that we saw was make it possible to do some part of journalism at scale and also more personalized. In this specific case, we were challenged by Lviv, which is one of the biggest news outlets in Belgium, the French-speaking part. And they challenged us to generate 280 election result articles by municipality. Wobby was able to do that, and they actually published all of these articles, and they double-checked all of the results. The challenge was that it has to be accurate, obviously, but also in the tone of voice of their brand, which they were able to do, which is absolutely not possible. Okay, so the last but not least, the third wave of what I think will be really helpful for journalists is to make data discovery or story discovery more proactive, in the sense that a lot of different agents are working together, and instead of the human or the journalist prompting the AI, that the AI actually can prompt the journalist, nodding them on specific events that might be interesting to look at, or something that has changed in the data of climate, or specific things that they or that they put on. So this is Wobby. If you want to reach out to me, you can just Google Wobby and create a trial account and just try it. Thank you very much.